Hello ma'am, before I begin with my speech for today, I'd like to introduce myself first because, as I know, there is a proverb that says, if you don't know someone, then you can love them. So, my name is Rodamingus Malau. My student number is 190710414. I having a major in informatics science 2019. Right now, I'm about to present my work to fulfill my final task for English class. The material that's like to present would be the driverless public transportation who could fit well in the city of Yogyakarta. First of all, I must say that I'm really proud of our government who already tried to do a lot of way in order to find a perfect public transportation for us. Currently, we have transportation such as train, bus, ferry, speedboat, and any other kind of transportation. What I like from all of our transportation is all of them could organize very well by our government with various type and also schedule. I believe in our country there are a lot of people who couldn't afford private transportation. So, public transportation would be something that they rely on. By paying our tax, we also participate in this situation, which means the money that we give are used in a correct way. As we all know, the driverless public transportation means that the transportation doesn't need drivers, or we could say that there are the kind of transportation who could explore the environment by itself without any hands of humans. That kind of transportation is not something weird or even new for us to hear, because in this kind of era, every technology has improved really fast, so we could see and feel something which back in the day we think is impossible. Now, it is in front of your face. For how the transportation works, it will use various kind of equipment who could detect and kind of stuff nearby it. The equipment itself could be radar, laser, GPS, and computer vision. The controller system using the information from this equipment to navigate the transportation to the place it should be. The controller also needed to differentiate any kind of obstacle in the route. With this kind of artificial intelligence, it will be safe to say that it's definitely possible for the transportation to operate without any driver inside it. For now, the public transportation that we have in Yogyakarta is Trans Jogja, bus, and any other kind of public transportation that's still relying on drivers. In most cases, we found a lot of facilities that we really needed doesn't even exist in the transportation, such as toilet, Wi-Fi, or any other kind of entertainment. Then the other problem would be the driver itself. We could still find some driver who drivers supposed to be, because they have their own target for each day, which causes them to drive roughly and dangerous, who could harm people inside and outside of that transportation. For solving this problem that I have been mentioned before, I make Trans-Jogja Evolution with a new design that I have been made before, giving a new kind of infrastructure who gives comfort to its customer. Besides that, I also think about a various new kind of entertainment system, such as Wi-Fi, music, and good air conditioner. With all of that kind of new infrastructure that have been planted inside it, we hope that every customer will feel comfortable and be able to enjoy every second of their ride. By using the autopilot system, the probabilities of disobeying the law would be extremely decreased, because the program would prevent any kind of stuff that could possibly make the transportation do so. The program will gain information from the equipment that have been installed before, like radar, sensor, infrared, and also GPS. The programmer will implement various kinds of rules inside the program and combine it with the information from the equipment to drive safely. The driverless transportation also using battery and solar panel as the main energy. By absorbing the sunlight using the solar panel and restore it in the battery. By doing so, this transportation could still operate even when the sunlight isn't available at the moment. For example, at night, dawn, rainy, or even cloudy day. With this kind of fuel, the transportation also could have a massive impact on decreasing pollution in the city of Yogyakarta. As well, all know that the sunlight will forever stay on top of our head, so we don't need to throw away millions for the fuel. With the presence of this Trans-Jogja Evolution in the city of Yogyakarta, the new era of transportation will begin. The payment system will have two different ways, depends on the customer needs, with the purpose of simplifying the method on payment itself. The payment method will be a money and also a wallet. By using a money, the customer only needs to make sure that the card have enough credit, and if so, the customer only needs to tap the card to the tapping machine. For a wallet, the customer only needs to scan the barcode near the tapping machine and filling the exact amount for their destination. So right now, the people will no longer depending on using cash as their main intermediary on paying stuff, especially in terms of public transportation. For the route itself, the Trans-Jogja Evolution will operate in the circle of Yogyakarta. The route also already been installed inside the IA so it will automatically direct the Trans-Jogja Evolution to certain destination precisely. As you can see in this PowerPoint, the route that will be the transportation routes are highlighted with yellow color. The schedule of departure and also arrival is also already installed on the IA and will always be the same every day. Also, the presence will be targeted for every hour. By targeting to presence for every hour, it will make every passenger could calculate their time and also no need to rush whenever they need to use the Trans-Jogja Evolution. Even with all the technology that the Trans-Jogja Evolution has, it still needs human labor. One of the jobs that will be done by the human in security. As we know, Yogyakarta is the city that been famous of its friendliness and also good manners. Whenever I travel here in Yogyakarta, I seldom hear a horn from other driver, no matter how crowded the road is. But we still need to prepare for the worst if something bad happened to Trans-Jogja Evolution's passenger or someone nearby the station, such as pickpocket or maybe any kind of harassment. Then the security will do their job and secure both the executant and also the victim. With a highly security system, the customer will feel safe during their trip and also when they're waiting for the Trans-Jogja Evolution. The cost of this transportation will considered economic by a lot of people. The cost will be based on the how far you travel by using the kilometers unit. For each kilometer, the customer will only pay for 2,000 rupiahs. Considering the safety and comfort inside Trans-Jogja Evolution, I think it will be a good price for the customer. By paying 2,000 rupiahs for each kilometer, you will get various kinds of facilities inside the transportation, and even in the station like air conditioner, toilet, and other entertainment system. Of course, to objective this project, we will need huge amount of money. So, if you want to objectify it privately, it will be a nearly impossible task to do. So, the best way to do it is by getting a sponsorship from government and also investor who would believe in us on doing the project. I believe because this transportation will mostly used by civilian, the government will easily going to put their hand on it. And I also believe the interest of people who going to use this transportation will be huge considering the price and facilities inside it. With huge interest means a lot of people will look up to this transportation in the future. If there are a lot of people who will use this transportation, it means there is a possibility that we could put some advertisement on the transportation. So the investor will also jump on this project. The last part that I'd like to share is about how we introduce Trans-Jogja Evolution to the people of Yogyakarta. The way that I will be using to introduce Trans-Jogja Evolution is by giving them free trial for several times without any kind of change. By doing this way, the civilian would at least try this new transportation, and with all the facilities, I hope the people who try this transportation will realize that Trans-Jogja Evolution is the new and ultimate way to travel around the city. That's all my presentation about autonomous vehicles that are citable in Yogyakarta. And for mentioning, I'm very grateful to ma'am for being patient and loyal in guiding us in this special English course. If there are mistakes in word or action, I apologize. That's all, and thank you.